I think we've prided ourselves on a squad in recent years that the more time that we spend together that we improve, and obviously we were disappointed with that second half performance against England. We were written off by a lot of people. It was improvement against Scotland and another step up again tonight. So we're back in contention. Obviously you need a couple of results to go your way. In terms of the performance, I thought the forwards were outstanding tonight. I thought Lydiate was excellent, scrum as well. It was tough at the breakdown with the referee, and both teams made it difficult for him. And we went out and played some rugby, and the better team deserved to win. And it was like I said, it was a step up next at home against Ireland, and if we can win that, we're potentially in with a chance, depending what happens with that game tomorrow. For us, it's about there's a bit of experience in the team. Obviously, we spoke beforehand about 4 wins in a row against France. It's the first time since the 50s that Wales have achieved that. So there's about potential to create something that was a bit special. We have a massive problem at the moment with starting the second half. We were trying to address it with the team. So I've said to the players afterwards, I said I don't know the answer. Someone come up with the answer in terms of the way that we start the first 5 or 10 minutes after half time. But we got out of that, and end up 55 minutes was 3-3 in terms of 1 penalty each. And then I thought our composure and experience was what got us over the line towards the end. So to me that was satisfying. I thought it was for us at time as coaches and with players, we've probably put ourselves under pressure, and those sort of situations we've crumbled, or we've lost a crucial line out, or given a stupid penalty away. And to me, the satisfaction, as you're saying, in terms of I think we grew and matured as a team a heck of a lot tonight.
I thought their subs who came on made a good impact, a lot of good ball carriers, but we wanted just to try and go phases against France, but I thought they did very well at the breakdown. The first play over the ball was very effective for them, which slowed us down and won them a lot of turnovers. So that was probably the most difficult aspect of the game, I think, for us, was dealing with that first guy over the ball, for France. But I thought, their line out with the tail, they had a good option at the tail there, which they got some good ball off. But yeah, obviously very, very tough game. It's always tough against France, and it's nice for me because it's my first win in Paris as well, which is nice.
Players playing France will be able to give an insight into a number of the French players, which was good. Having either been teammates or played against certain players, so that was a positive. And I think for a lot of the Welsh players playing here in France, it was probably as much them wanting to prove their worth and their value, and the reason why they're over here. And I think that is so. In terms of that self-motivation, there's obviously that wanting to perform, because you're not just performing for the Welsh public and the expectations of the Welsh, but also the French clubs and playing in France. And I thought a lot of them did a good job. I mean, I thought some of Jamie Roberts' carrying was excellent today and got us across the goal, the gain line. Obviously, goal kicking of Leigh Halfpenny was potentially some of the difference. And Luke Charter's defensively at line at time when maul time was outstanding. Dan Lydiate kept working hard. He's obviously got something to prove as well. So I thought there was an edge about those players. I think 5 of the starting lineup were French based. So and I thought they did a good job for us. I think for us the challenge is they're very clinical at what they do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They're not playing a huge amount of rugby. I mean, set piece is good, driven line out's good. They kick for the corners well. They compete well in the air, and they're good in the air. And that's what we've got to make sure that we're able to cope with. We got dragged into that sort of game against England, particularly in the second half, where they just drove everything and slowed the game down. And unfortunately we didn't handle that. We probably did stop playing rugby ourselves, and I thought we were much better against Scotland. And then again today we've gone out and we've tried to move the ball, and in particular that first 15 minutes we've played a lot of rugby, and it's tough to break down sides in the first 15 minutes, given that everyone's so fresh and there's not a lot of space. But I think that the message for us is to match or try and beat Ireland physically up front and to make sure that we go and impose ourselves on them and play some rugby. And if we're able to do that, then maybe we can come away with the victory.